Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Boy, it is a hot one today. And really this entire week, I want to say I've seen that we've got record highs this week for this time of year. It's supposed to hit, I want to say 100 on Thursday. And that's just the temperature. That's not even the heat index. So it's going to be pretty hot. I probably won't venture outside much except for making sure that the rabbits and the chickens are kept in water and frozen bottles. We like to give the one of them's clanging their food dish. We like to give the rabbits 2 liters of just frozen bottles to put in there in the cages with them. That way they can cool down with them if they need to. But today I am actually heading down to the creek. It's been a little while since I've been down there. Man, we got to get down here and get the pig feeder cleaned out. And it's probably only going to be about a month or so, maybe a little longer, before we have pigs again. And we're going to need to get the cage built. We've mentioned before that we're gonna be making an extension to the pig pen. That way it'll be easier to separate the ones that when they're ready to go for processing, we'll be able to separate them easily and get them loaded up a lot easier. And we're gonna have a lot more pigs this time, so they'll enjoy the extra space. But I am headed down to the creek. I was curious to see with how hot it's been a while since we've had any rain, to see how much the creek's dried up, if there's even any water down there. We've been needing to get kind of a bird bath area set up for our bees, and so that they have another source of water, especially if the creek's dried up. So I need to go down there and check that out and see how quickly we're gonna need to get that for them. But I've taken y'all down here, but it's been quite a while. I want to say, I think that Dirk and I were both still in hoodies when we took y'all down here the first time. But this is all part of our property. We kind of have to cut through the neighbor's backyard to get down here to the path. And she is awesome and lets us do that whenever we want to. And hey buddy, I'm gonna disrupt probably 5,000 spider webs walking down here. And spiders don't bother me one bit as long as I know that it's not like a brown recluse or a widow or something else that's gonna cause, you know, bad things to happen. But I don't enjoy having the spider webs all on my face. And since it was colder the last time we came down here and showed y'all the first time, got a spider web right between my legs. Goodness gracious. I'm not really one for picking up sticks to clear my path. I just kind of take it as it comes, but I may have to get one today. We've got a lot of juvenile pawpaw trees growing down here. I don't really know much about them, so I don't know how many years they have to grow before they start producing fruit. I think Dirk called them the Indiana banana, something like that. You got yourself a snack, don't you? Yes, you do. I'm not gonna take it. You don't gotta flex on me, buddy. Try and come over here so I don't disrupt his web. But, oh, got one crawling on my back. When I first moved back up to Indiana, I did a lot of hiking. And I was very out of shape. So on the big hills that I would have to go up, when I felt like I was dying, I would stop and kind of just look around and see if there was anything cool that I could take pictures of. And I really got into taking pictures of spiders and their webs and everything. And at that point, I wasn't necessarily crazy about spiders. They didn't really scare me, but once I started taking pictures of the webs and them, I don't know, I like the little guys now, especially the jumpers. But all these woods down here are ours. Our neighbor owns, I don't know how much over there, but eventually Dirk wants to get all that area cleared out of all the briars and everything. And I've mentioned some of the previous tenants kind of left a mess down here with, I don't know why anyone would need so many toilet seats, but we got a bunch of them down here. We need to get a dumpster of some sort, get everything loaded. There's a lot of broken glass, but luckily it's all pretty well contained to one area. But this is all ours. Untapped potential down here. A lot of extra land space. But the only issue is that there's not really a convenient way to get down the hill, get over the hill, except to go through the back of neighbor Christie's yard. We eventually do want to maybe make some kind of stairs or some type of pathway just to get down here. I am just covered in spider webs. Covered. And probably spiders. Goodness gracious. All right. Ah. And what is it about the spiders that it seems like they always know exactly where your head's going to be, where your face is going to be. And that is exactly where the web is. There's a pretty one right there. I don't know how well y'all are going to be able to see these. But goodness. Trust me, they're there. Ow, briars. This was a pretty spontaneous trip down here, so I didn't really... Wow, I wish y'all could see all these spiders. All right, let me see if I can get my hand up. It's hard to focus because it's got all the leaves and trees in the background, but he is wrapping himself up a snack for later. Kind of trying to flex on me at the same time. All right, buddy, I'll leave you be. I highly doubt y'all can see from the film here, but I see from the sun probably 9 different webs right now. It's pretty crazy. But we're not going straight. We're gonna cut over here, so hopefully we can avoid some of them, avoid disturbing them. But straight back there is where I'm wanting to get some of the ground cleared out. There's a big kind of space between some of the taller trees that would be fairly easy to clean out, and I would love to have a little area down here where we can come and camp whenever we want to. We couldn't leave anything down here permanently because even though right now I have a feeling the creek's going to be bone dry, if we do get hit with a few toad stranglers, that creek can rise fast. But let's continue the journey. I think I am going to get a stick just because I don't think I've ever had this many spider webs on my face before. All right. Sorry guys in advance. But one thing I know for certain is that by the time I'm done at the creek down here, which I'm not going to stay down here long, and get back up here, half of these webs are going to be back and fixed. We got some magician spiders down here. All right, we're kind of into more open territory. But yeah, down here, it would be super easy to get this cleared out and to have just a little camping area. Dirk had mentioned the potential of having, making it available for the hippocamps. but there's just no easy way to get down here from up at our driveway. And it'd be different if we had a road down here that didn't cut through the neighbor's yard. I just see more potential for more issues than non-issues. And I'm rambling. Bear with me. Trying to keep y'all engaged while avoiding spiders to the face. And I should have worn my boots because we do get copperheads down here. But the good thing about snakes is that if you make some noise, they're probably going to get out of your way before you even notice them, because they don't want anything to do with us. Well, we got a little water down here. Not much at all. I have a feeling that after Thursday it's going to be a lot less. The weeds have taken over. The last time I was down here, I could walk on all this section. Yeah, the last time I was here, all this was filled in with water. And there's still a bunch of standing water down there. But this area is so close to where we have the bee garden that I'm guessing a lot of the bees come down here for drinks. And I'm probably going to speak too soon when I say this, but I cannot believe this camera has not overheated yet. Y'all might see me bust my butt before it's all said and done. Yeah, a little bit of water left, but not much at all, y'all. We need rain. I know it always ends up like that, you know. Part of the country's getting pounded by hurricanes and rain, and then the other half is dry, dry, dry. And prayers go out to everyone in California and any other states out there that have been getting floods and having homes destroyed. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Oh, something plopped over there. Sounded probably a frog. Bunch of minnows. And I actually had a pretty interesting thing happen. Oh, it's been probably a week, 2 now. But I got home and I was walking back to the house from the chicken coop, and I get halfway across my yard and I realize that there's a conservation officer running through my yard, and as soon as he sees that I see him, he puts a finger up to his lips to tell me to be quiet and then motions for me to get in my house. So of course I'm not going to question that. I take off inside, get to the window, and he was looking around the edge of the property down towards the creek here. And I don't know exactly what happened. They were after somebody that probably had taken off on foot through the creek. But it was interesting. It was one of those that definitely have never had that happen before. Hopefully it doesn't have to happen again. And hopefully they caught whoever they were looking for and all is well. But it was definitely a bit of a shock. And y'all, I think I've satisfied myself with checking out the creek. Normally when I'm down here I hunt for hagstones, but I said it's hot today and I've got to go back up and get the rabbits checked on. Usually when it's hot like this, I'll go out and I'll swap out their water for cooler water. oh, probably every 2.5 hours. And that seems to do them really well. Heat's just not a rabbit's friend. And well, camera died. And I am back up here at the house. We need rain, y'all. We need it bad. It's hot. If y'all are in any of the areas that it's this hot, I mean, I think most of the states are getting this heat wave. But stay cool, stay hydrated. Thanks for watching along. I'll probably do an update on the rabbits here in a couple of days, how they've handled the heat. Make sure we don't have any that are struggling, run the struggle bus. But I'm gonna go take care of them now. And we love you. Keep on keeping on, friends.